that level, not competing the way I used to compete. And that part of me died. So people don't teach you to die. So now you are going to face all your problems because you could put them on the side because you're playing games, because you have other things that will cover that. But once everything stops, we're not used to be at home. We're not used to deal with a normal life. Since I'm 13, I never had a normal life. Understand me well, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying to go back like to the real world, it's a shock to the system because you're actually technically not equipped to live in that world.
It's an interesting comparison to make, but when you hear people talk in these terms, you think of someone that had been incarcerated in jail, or you think of someone that went off to maybe the military and then returned after war to a normal life and couldn't sort of acclimatize to what it meant to just sit in silence alone. And in many respects, although those examples are quite extreme in many cases, your experience of being a football player since sort of 5 years old, being drafted into this elite academy at 13 years old, and then spending the rest of your career in sort of institutions high performance institutions where, as you say, like you were distracted from having to think about being a human and you were an athlete. Your identity was an athlete. Your expectations were based on being an athlete. Your sense of validation came from being an athlete. And suddenly, boom.
It's over. Look, actors often go into depression or problem when they go into a character for a movie. Because at one point they don't know who they are anymore. They become that character.